Like a recipe for big screen success, but Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet, which opens here tonight, is already in the running for a fistful of Oscars.
In fact, it's an achievement that has special significance here in the South, since both Branagh and his leading lady Kate Winslet began their careers treading the boards in Berkshire. This report is from Tony Kerner.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
There's an old theatrical joke which goes, what's Hamlet about? Well, about 4 hours. This one really is, a star-packed blockbuster of a movie. But it wasn't always the big time for Kate Winslet, who's Ophelia. She began acting very young, attending the Red Roofs Theatre School in Maidenhead, moving on to the Hexagon in Reading, playing Miss Hannigan in Annie. Then fame. Sense and Sensibility earned her an Oscar nomination as well as international acclaim. And she showed early signs at her amateur dramatics group.
She was always a very excited young lady and always wanted to do things and was always very much running forward to have a go at these things. And she actually created the role of Mother Wolf in Starmaker's very first production of Jungle Book. A lot of the kids in the company today haven't actually had the pleasure of meeting Kate, but to them, Kate is like a big sister to them, and they're all very proud of what she's achieved.
Across town at the Progress Theatre, they're putting on the Marat by Peter Weiss.
I saw him foam at the mouth, and raging and screaming, attack with a cudgel a man from Switzerland, a large man, heavily armed.
This stage is where Kenneth Branagh learnt much of his trade. He's well remembered from his time here 20 years ago.
Do you know, it's an amazing thing. Everybody in this theatre now says, I knew he was going to be a star. But I have to confess that I must be the exception, because although he was clearly very talented, I can't actually honestly say to you that I thought he was going to be a great world-shattering star.
Some act here as a hobby, carrying on their day job. Some want to pursue acting as a career. So it's always good to have a famous old boy.
I wrote to him when I was about 11 or 12, and I met him at the Hexagon and spoke to him. I wrote to him a couple of times and told him what I was doing, and he wrote back and said, you know, keep up the good work. And he just said the main thing was just to go to drama school, basically, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment.
And Kenneth Branagh is an inspiration to others hoping to follow in his footsteps.
It's something you can identify with, someone that came from this area and that's made it
Yeah,
out
you
there.
think actors are human, so it makes it a bit more probable.
Get thee to a nunnery. Go. Farewell.
So these two made it from Reading to Hollywood. Who knows who'll be next? Tony Kerner in Reading for Meridian Tonight.
It's nice to know he hasn't forgotten his roots and inspires the young actors of today.
He brings us back another Oscar then.
Indeed. We're going to take a little break now. Still to come in tonight's hour-long edition, the weekend weather prospects from Carl Tyler and, of course, a full round of sport from Chris Morn. And
the first of 4 exclusive reports at the cutting edge with the doctors and nurses of intensive care.
Put it this way, we didn't think we'd get to today. You know, when I came in yesterday, things were very, very bad. We all felt